Sir, my question is to the Premier. Will the government support the Adelaide Easter Classic basketball tournament? And with your leave, sir, and that of the House, I'll explain.
Leave is sought. Is leave granted?
Thank you. The opposition has been advised that the government has been approached by the Adelaide Community Basketball Association seeking support for the Adelaide Easter Classic. Having grown over the years, the tournament has now expanded to bring in more than 10,000 visitors to our state, with 600 teams registered this year. They're seeking a modest but important funding contribution to bring in several dozen extra officials from in-state, because as a result of the unanticipated growth, they now have to officiate 1,600 games over the weekend, more than can be achieved with available South Australian local referees.
The Premier.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Short answer is I'm more than happy to look at the request. I've got to say, I don't recall it off the top of my head. I'm not suggesting for a moment that it hasn't been submitted to the government. Right. I'm more than happy to pursue it. I would also acknowledge that community sport plays an important role. We're a bit confused sometimes. You know, the opposition criticise us when we invest in community support, saying all they care about, sport. I do take it seriously, and it'll be looked into. I think we've got a record of demonstrating our commitment to community sport. It exceeds.
The member for Moriarty, you've asked your question. Listen to the answer.
It's a commitment to community sport that I think is well understood. We're investing in infrastructure. We're investing in people. We're investing in school sports vouchers programs. The Assistant Minister for Junior Sports Participation has been enthusiastically not just advocating but delivering for people who are concerned about this community. Well, and maybe I will. Maybe I will. And maybe that will be a rare instance of bipartisan support for investment in community support. Look, notwithstanding the opposition's consistent criticism of the government for investing in community sport, rest assured we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it because we want kids off phones. I'm not too fussed if they're playing instruments or in community arts programs like the one that was announced by the Minister for Arts yesterday with our comprehensive cultural policy. Whether there was other announcements as part of it. Carclu, an outstanding organisation, which I know the member for Moriarty has some understanding about. Whether it be netball, footy, soccer, I'm really agnostic about it. We are committed to it. Basketball, let me tell you, basketball is growing as well, like so many other community sports. It's an outstanding example of how well-run grassroots sport is getting more kids involved. I suspect that'll be even more so after the amazing effort from Josh Giddey from the Chicago Bulls. That was, if your Facebook feed wasn't getting Josh Giddey's performance in the Lakers versus the Bulls game on the weekend, then you should probably Google it and that's right, Minister of Education. There's the next best thing. Josh Giddey's effort was the best thing since the Minister of Education doing that amazing shot. So let me chase it up, and maybe this is not an example of something we can resolve quickly.
The question before the House is that the House notes grievances. The Deputy Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Speaker. And 25 March was the National Day of Greece, as is